Good morning, hello, and welcome to the Hayley and Allyson show here, but with a little change today. It's with producer Will.
It's the Hayley and Will show. Good
It's
morning.
the Hayley and Will show. My sound has gone off. I'm already having tech problems. Good morning. Thank you for joining us today. Bear with me. Will, just take over 2 secs.
So, thank you for joining us already today. Will's already been in the chat. He said hi. Good morning, fellow Will. Thanks for getting the memo. If you want to get involved, here's what you can do. We'd love to hear from you. If you are watching on a smart speaker with a screen, Echo Show, you can say the name of your device. I'm going to call her Sharon because I can't say her name because otherwise she'll get upset and start kicking off. So you would say Sharon, followed by the magic word, which is the word say, and then whatever you want to tell. Will, you would, Sharon, say, Will, you look so handsome today. Sharon, say, Will, have you been going to the gym? All of that kind of thing.
You can lie, is what Will is saying.
Yeah, you can say, basically, you can say whatever you want.
Yeah, I was just getting really smug about my new earpods, and I was like, they work so well, and as soon as we went live, they just went off.
I mean, it was fine before the countdown, so you know
fine.
what.
Thank you, Will. Yes, thank you for joining us. Good morning, Will. Hope you are well. Doug says good morning, Hayley and Will. Hello, Doug. Thank you for joining us again. This is Backchannel. It's the only place to listen, watch, and interact with us, your hosts, via your device. Will is saying hello to Doug now online. Just a happy big family here.
Yeah, I need us.
By the way, Allyson is currently flying back from Canada. That's why she's not with us. So she will be with us on tomorrow's show. So that'll be exciting. But because Allyson isn't here, we've got the next best thing. We've got Alyson's mum, Vicky Smith. She will be featuring later on in the show. So look out for that. But Allyson, wherever you are in the air, we're looking forward to seeing you back tomorrow. But yes, thank you for joining us. We've got loads coming up on today's show. It is January the 11th, if you weren't aware, because it is flying by. I don't know what year it is or what day it is. It's Tuesday.
Sure.
Who knows?
Let's go with that.
Let's go with Tuesday. And happy birthday even to Mary. Happy birthday.
Happy birthday.
Happy birthday. We're here 6 till 8 a.m. It is very early. Happy birthday to Mary J. Blige. What an absolute legend she is. She is 51 today. Happy birthday to you, MJ. And Yolanda Hadid. Is she one of their Real Housewives?
I believe so. I don't know of where, though.
58 today. Happy birthday to you. Gorgeous. She's probably busy having coffee on one of those Soul Cycle bikes. That's what housewives do, isn't it?
Yeah.
But yeah, happy birthday to you. And on this very day, Will, did you know this? On this day in history, in the year 1935, when our lovely Allyson would have been about 16.
Yeah.
She should have been about 16. Yeah, in 1935, Amelia Earhart made the first successful solo flight from Hawaii to California, a distance longer than that from the United States to Europe. So, a little bit of history for you there, if you like your history.
Good job, Amelia. Good flying.
Well done.
Proud of you.
And it's also National Milk Day today. Of course it is. Be milking that all day. Sorry. Yeah, National Milk Day.
I don't know how Ellie does it.
I don't know how she does it either. She's really tolerant. That's because she's Canadian.
She's not lactose intolerant.
Oh, no. You don't know how Ali does. Listen, producer Will. There's a reason you're single, and that is it. If you would like to date, Will, get in touch. National Milk Day falls on January 11th, and to observe this day in 1878, when milk was first delivered to American homes inside sterilized glass bottles. Do you remember milk on the doorstep in a glass bottle?
Well, okay, so here's the thing. This is before I knew you, but my boyfriend at the time was a milkman.
No, he wasn't.
Okay, so there's this company this is the God's honest truth. There's this company in the UK. They're called the Modern Milkman. I don't know if I should say their name, but who cares? And they're like bringing back milk in a bottle, so you can go onto the app and like order what you want. But my boyfriend at the time, he was called. No, Hayley, it's not just milk. It's orange juice. It's milkshakes. I think that's it.
Yes.
But so he was called Charlie. And anytime, and he was a driver for this milk company. And any time he had leftover milk, he would bring it and leave it on my doorstep.
I've got a really, really bad joke.
Okay.
Will's ex-boyfriend brings all the milk to his step.
Could you call that a joke, Hayley?
Very loosely. Listen,
would you call that a
I haven't
joke?
worked in a few days. I'm very, very rusty.
Yeah.
If you've got any milk-based puns, let us know here on the Hayley and Allyson show. We are here 6 till 8 a.m. 8 a.m. today with producer Will. There's loads coming up today. Producer Will's back again later on as well. You've got 2 doses of Will, if you can bear it. But yeah, also Will, you wanted to talk about the Swan lady that went viral. If you've got an Echo show, producer Will's going to show us a little clip that went viral. If you are not watching on an Echo show, then you can see this on Twitter. It's all over it. Just type in Swan Woman. Will, have you got it ready?
I have got it ready. So the story is, I don't really know. It's just this swan. I think we're in Berlin,
Yes.
and he's like flown onto the bridge, or somehow has ended up on this bridge, and then this woman, this like quite elderly woman, she's wearing like a headscarf type affair. She's taken it on herself to reunite the swan with the water. And by that, what I mean is that she like wrestles it. She like picks it up, wrestles it. She's quite a short woman. And then just like yeets it over the edge of the bridge back into the water. And then...
I did a little joke about it on Twitter because I basically photoshopped the woman into a UFC ring with the swan because the caption was elderly woman helped swan. So you're like, oh, that poor swan. She really picks that up in quite a rough way.
Like she manhandles that. She swan handles that swan.
She does. And can you imagine her crossing the road and someone going, no, that elderly woman needs help, and then just dragging her arms back and throwing her into a lake? But there you go. That Swan woman was trending yesterday. Alyson's currently at the airport in Amsterdam, and she's got in touch and she said, Will, you look handsome, and Hayley, you look gorgeous. Oh, Ally. She's always bigging us up, even though she is not in the country anymore.
She knows how to sweet talk us.
She does. She's a little legend, and she'll be back with us tomorrow, back in the UK and Manchester, which is where she'll be. But if just because Allyson isn't with us, just to remind you, she's Canadian because she's not here to do it. But coming up, we've got a fun pack show, haven't we, Will?
Oh my goodness, we've got so much.
Let me tell you, Will, what's coming up. Coming up in the next 2 hours of the show, we're going to be doing the news stories from around the world. We're going to be doing the 1-star movie review game. We're going to be answering your problems in our Agony and Uncles section. And we're going to be ending the show with a game of competitive true or false. It's competitive because I make it that way. That's all coming up in the next 2 hours of the show.
You have reached the Hayley and Allyson show with producer Will.
And that was the lovely Vicky Smith, Allyson June Smith's mother. And she will be also featuring in the show later in a game of Guess the Celebrity. Allyson has shown her mum a picture of a celebrity and she describes it quite literally. It's quite a good one today, so stick around for that later on in the show.
I love Vicky Smith. I love how Vicky is the biggest contributor from the Smith family to this show today. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, I'm looking forward to that later on. And you're going to get your mum involved in the game one day, Will.
Am I?
It's called How Much Do You Love Your Children? And we're going to play that later on.
Yeah. Which is your favourite child? Is it Will, whose job you don't understand, or Elizabeth, who works for a big shot bank in Liverpool?
I'd go for the bank. Good morning, Tim. Lovely Tim has joined us. Hello. Thank you for saying hello this morning, Tim. Let us know what you're up to today. You've got busy plans. We're here till 8 a.m. So check us out. Join in. As you always do. We've got lovely regulars on this show and we do appreciate you coming back for more. Yesterday, Will, a big day. So me and Will have got fitness watches where we compete against each other. Yeah. And Will never filled his rings in yesterday.
When you say compete against each other, like when we, kind of started talking about it, you're like, oh, you should add me, like, so we can like see how you're getting on, like see what you're up to, see how you're exercising, that kind of thing. Now it's a competition. Now apparently, all of a sudden, now we're competing against each other.
I need the motivation. I've got to get fit this year. So if anyone's listening, wants to add me on the old Apple Watch and have a competition, I will gladly take it up. I'm so competitive and I need it though, Will, because I've got to get fit. I'm so unfit. We've got a story later on in the news about a woman who's, I'm spoiling it now, but she's basically done something running wise. And I read that and I was like,
can you imagine?
I went for a run the other day, got overtaken by an empty packet of crisps. Like, I'm like, I need to get fit. So if you've got any fitness tips, by the way, if you're a personal trainer, just give us some little tips. Because I know that you're meant to eat less, move more, but that's boring.
You said that yesterday I didn't close my rings, and you're right. Yesterday was the first day since I had my new fitness tracker that I didn't close my rings. The only reason I got as far as I did is because I went on a little power walk at lunchtime, but that walk was to Greg's.
I was going to say, was that to get junk food?
To get some sausage rolls. So I'm not entirely sure that it even counts that much, but you know what? I'm going to have to take it because
well, we'll see how we get on today. We'll give you an update tomorrow. With those boring people now, I was like, do you want to know how much activity I did?
Oh, how many kilocalories did you burn?
But there's loads of shows coming up. 2 brand new shows on Backchannel that have started this week. So this is exciting. So after ourselves here on the Hayley and Will show today, we have got wonderful Liv Harrison with her show Live Every Day. She's here 8 till 9. We learned yesterday that there was a tornado in Texas at the weekend. And she was so blasé about it. She's like, oh, it was only a small one. We're like, oh my God, we get a bit of wind in the UK. And we're like, oh, we can't leave the house.
It's funny. We were like, oh, hi, Liv. Like, how's your weekend? We were like, yeah, it was like drizzly this weekend in England. Like, it was a bit cold and damp. And Liv was like, yeah, like we had a tornado. Like, we had to hide in the bathroom. I was like, oh, okay. So that's one extreme to the other. But that's okay.
Yeah. But yeah, fair play to Liv. Oh, an absolute superhero. She's here 8 till 9. At 9 till 10, Will, you're back with Kate.
Yeah.
Do you know what you're talking about in today's show?
We've got some. So like in this show, we do like the weird news, the funny news. On Kate's show, we focus on like the uplifting news, the happy news, the good news, all of that kind of thing. And we're going to be talking about today's episode of Everyday Positivity. So come back for that. It's your nugget of positivity in your Tuesday.
There we go. And at a brand new show at 10 till 12, Jam and Rennie are here. So if you didn't get a chance to check them out, brand new show that started yesterday. They will be back again today at 10 till 12. At 12 till 2, it's the Anthony Davis show. At 2 till 4, your pal Hal with Hal Rudnick. And 4 till 6, another brand spanking new show with Mario Smith. So check out all those shows on Backchannel today. But stick with us until 8 a.m. because we get very lonely if you go away. But now it is time for our agony aunties and uncles section. Myself and Will are going to try and attempt to solve your problems. The issue we have, because our lovely Allyson June Smith isn't here, Allyson is the one who gives good advice, like good, but compassionate, thoughtful advice. And me and Will just haven't got time for that. So this could go either way.
Ali gives the advice that you actually might want to like try and action. But I think what we're going for is the like, don't do this kind of advice. Whatever you do. So I think between us, we're going to have to channel our inner Allyson. We're going to kind of give the...
What would Allyson June Smith do? We're going to do that. We'll give our answers, then we'll have a think about what Allyson would say. But listen, if you have a problem you'd like us to discuss, just a disclaimer, we're not trained therapists. We're barely trained in radio. I mean, Will, what is your actual degree? Is it in radio production?
It's in radio production.
Oh, so Will's just about trained.
Just about. I did get a first.
Yeah, I've got a contemporary arts degree, so I can do that and call it dance.
That's got to be worth something.
But there you go. So just bear in mind that our advice is not to be taken literally or at all. But if you have a problem you'd like us to talk about, the ways to get involved, if you are watching on YouTube, drop us a little message in the box below. If you are watching on an Echo show and can see myself and producer Will, good morning. The command to give to your device is the word say, followed by your problem. It is as easy as that. Or if you're listening on an audio only Echo, if you go to backchannel.tv on your phone, you can type your answer in that way. Get involved. These are problems we've had from yesterday that we're moving on to today. So the first one is from Emily in Wyoming. And they say, my boss is really trying to be my friend. And push a we're all family mentality. This is very much just a job to me and not a career. How do I keep that boundary?
That's a good question. It's like not even friend zoning your boss. You're like boss zoning them.
Work zoning. I hate that though. Let's all be friends. No, let's not. Let's keep it professional, please. Yeah, I mean, a few pieces of advice. Don't accept his friend requests on Facebook. Block him, mute him on everything. Real subtle ways, I would say.
Yeah. Don't be replying to any out of hours messages, that kind of thing. If he like texts you after you've gone home or emails you, no.
Yeah. Well, you're moving your mic, Will. That's so loud.
Yeah, sorry. Yeah. I didn't even realize.
Did you say you got a first in radio production again?
You know what? That was a long time ago.
Yeah. You're telling me.
I'm a very fidgety person. I need to
Yeah,
have something to like
every now
fiddle
and
with.
again, I just see your camera move where you've butted the screen
Yeah.
and a bike. But there you go. First, contemporary performing arts. So
Professionals.
professionals. Yeah. Listen. Yeah. I mean, Allyson would say, here's the thing: have a word with your boss and maybe just explain, like, I don't think it's appropriate, wouldn't she?
She would say that. I'm really trying to focus on getting some balance in my life. Figuring out my work-life balance, and I feel like I really need to have those boundaries set. That's what I would say.
Yeah, I think the key is for me, and I've had those jobs where the boss just wants to be like, let's go for a drink after work. No, let's not. Let's keep this professional. You just got to be obtuse. Is obtuse the right word?
Sure, why not?
Yeah, I'd just be giving one word answers. Pretend you're playing I mean, we're going to get you fired, Emily. We're going to get you fired.
Yeah.
If you've got advice for Emily and you're listening to this, then let us know what your advice would be. Because
I also think you say this is a job and not a career. So I would talk like really loudly and openly about the other jobs that you've seen and maybe that you're applying for. Like if you've seen a better job,
no, Will, don't tell her this.
because then the people around you will be like, okay, well, Emily's not here for the long run.
No, they're not. She will get fired for that, Will. Because if I was on the radio going, oh, do you know what? I'm going to apply for a job at Radio 1. Then people would be like, why are you there? She can't do that, Will. Okay?
Well, it
Emily.
would send a pretty clear message.
Yeah, that she wants to get sacked. Emily.
I don't
All
think
I
that's
would
a
say
sackable offense.
is just keep those boundaries professional. Just that's it. That's it. If he wants to be a friend, he asks you to go for a drink, just say, "Oh, I can't. I'm afraid. I'm going out with friends tonight," so that he knows that he's not one of them. Things like that.
I'm gonna hang out with my real friends.
I'm gonna hang out with my real friends. Or failing that, Emily, get him to tune into the show tomorrow, and we'll do this problem again.
Yeah.
And we'll say, keep it professional.
Or if you've got an employee called Emily, message received.
Oh, I'm sorry for ruining your life, Emily. This is the Hayley and Will show this morning until 8 a.m. If you have a problem and you'd like us to completely miss the point of it and give you bad advice, then get in touch. The command to give to your device if you're watching on an Echo show is the word say, followed by your advice or problem, or just whatever you'd like to tell us this morning. Tell us. We are here till 8 a.m. It's a long time. We don't know, but it goes so quick when you're watching and joining it. Yeah, if you're listening on an audio-only Echo, go to backchannel.tv, or if you're watching on YouTube, you can just type in the comments below this morning, as our lovely Allyson has done as she's on her way back to the UK, and Tim as well. But the next problem is from Hillary in West Virginia. And they say, I'm afraid my 16-year-old daughter is missing out on the best parts of her youth. She's a good kid, gets good grades, but doesn't seem to have any friends, doesn't date, doesn't go on parties, football games or dances, nothing. We don't think she needs to be a cheerleader or an athlete, but we do think she needs to be involved in something. What should we do? I mean, you're saying she doesn't do all these things, Hillary, but does she? Because my mum didn't think I went out certain times.
Yeah.
Will?
Just don't worry about it, Hillary. She'll be right. You said that she's got good grades and she's a good kid. She'll be fine. When I was 16, I was a big old dork. I didn't have a lot of friends, all that kind of things.
You was. Sorry.
Yeah. But now, let me tell you, you don't want to peak when you're 16.
Mm.
The best is yet to come. 25, let me tell you, that's where it's at. That's what I'm telling myself anyway.
As long as she's happy, I think, Hillary. Is your daughter happy? If you've got genuine concerns that she's a bit down, then you can look at it. If she's happy, she's content, then this is what you want for her. And I understand we all want the best for our children, and if I was, concerned about my child, then I'd still want to do things. You can take her to maybe social groups. I mean, Allyson has spoken in the past about, so she has a little dog. And she looked at like dog walking groups on Facebook and things like that. You could maybe go to the gym with her if she's athletic. You said that she's not really into athletic things, but there's loads of things you could do that could get her involved in groups.
I think it's about, and this is my inner Ally. This is what Allyson would say: is figure out what she is into, and then find ways that you can encourage her to socialize. In that, can you take her to a knitting club? Can you take her to the bungee jumping society? I don't know. Whatever it is, whatever she is into that she is doing, because she's obviously doing something, like figure out ways that you can encourage her to be social in those things.
Yeah. Good advice. Maybe not the bungee jumping one. I certainly wouldn't want my daughter to sign up to a bungee jumping club. But
Could be fun.
absolutely right. There'll be lots of things she can do, and as long as she's happy, Hillary, then I'm sure everything will be okay. And obviously, if you're really concerned about it, there are things that you can do to get her involved. Thank you for your problem. If you have a problem and you would like us to discuss it, we're not solving things, but we can talk it out, can't we, Will?
We'll do our best. We'll at
We
least
will.
discuss it maybe at your expense.
Will.
Literally at your expense. Like,
I mean, we've almost got Emily fired at the moment, but there we go. If you have a problem you'd like us to talk about this morning, then get involved. Stacey has said, hello, Hayley. Good morning, Stacey. I hope you are well this morning. Thank you for joining us. We are currently on our Agony Auntie section. Myself and Will here today as our Allyson June Smith is flying back from Canada. But we're trying to solve your problems. And the next problem is from Angela in Louisiana. And she said, I start my dream job next week and I'm really nervous. Any tips for battling first day nerves? Oh, it's always hard starting a new job, isn't it? You always feel that butterflies.
Why is starting a new job so embarrassing? Like, it's unnecessarily embarrassing starting a new job. You don't know anything. You don't know anybody. You don't know where anything is. I don't like it. This is why I chose to be self-employed. Every day is like your first day.
Well, I'm sure, Angela, it'll be fine. It's just getting that initial day out of the way because it's those butterflies because you don't know anyone. You don't know how you're going to be interpreted. You know, it's like you don't know whether you're going to get on with these people or you don't know who you're going to end up friends with. But everyone's in the same boat, you know? Everyone's had that first day. Everyone's been in that position, Angela, so everyone understands what it's like, and I'm sure they'll be very, very accommodating. And if it's your dream job, just being there will be like, I wonder what a dream job is. Is this your dream job that you're doing now, Will?
I think if I told myself when I was getting my degree that my job was to work on podcasts and produce live shows, I'd be pretty chuffed with myself.
Yeah, so you've done well to get your dream job.
Chuffed means happy for our North American listeners.
When you were in school, what was your dream job then?
It's so funny. I was talking about this only yesterday. So when I had to choose to do my A-levels, I couldn't do like a food A-level. I wanted to do like a culinary cooking kind of food A-level, but there weren't enough people for them to run it at my high school. So I'd have to go to a specialist college to do that. Or I could stay at my high school and do like media A-levels, which is what I did end up doing, obviously. So yeah, instead of choosing to go to like a culinary college to pursue that, I just stayed at my high school and did media A-levels.
So you weren't meant to do media originally. You were going to be like a chef.
That was my thing for a long time. Yeah. I was the number 2 under 18 chef in Leeds at one point.
And what did you have to cook to get that position?
It was a competition, so I did I did lamb with potatoes and something else, and then I did like a little rhubarb tart thing with a topping.
There you go. Didn't know that about you. Number 2
Fun
chef.
fact.
Fun fact. In what year was that?
13, 14.
So on your CV, number 2 cook in Leeds 2013.
In my like podcast producer CV, it doesn't make an appearance, unfortunately. But anytime I get a chance to talk about it, I will bring it up.
Yeah, you have. You really have. Really long story. But could be cut down a little bit.
I'll work on it.
I'm only joking. Yes, Angela said it's her first. She starts a dream job next week, and she's really nervous. Any tips for battling first day nerves? And just remember, everyone has been in the same position as you. Everyone's had a first day at work, and everyone's been nervous. And once an initial hour is out the way, you'll start to feel relaxed, and you'll start to come in your own. I think. What do you think?
Yeah, I agree. I like what you said about like it was everybody's first day at one point. So ask other people what their first days were like. Oh, how did you find your first day? Like, oh, were you nervous as well or whatever? And also, like you said,
what did I say? Will?
If it's your dream job, presumably you're some kind of like expert in that field. Clearly, you've like sort of chosen you to be there. So just remember that and just
work with it.
Yeah. You're where you're supposed to be.
Congratulations, Angela, on getting your dream job. Well done, you.
What if it's like a hitman?
Could be. Some people dream of that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or like
I just hope,
assassin.
as long as you're successful at it, Angela, we wish you the best. If it's as long as we're not targets. What
Yeah.
are we talking about, Will? What
know.
road? Why have you brought it down to
Is this what happens when Allison's not here?
Yeah, Will talks about assassination. Good morning. Hello. This is the Hayley and Will
Very
show this
early.
morning till 8 a.m. Stacey's got in touch. She said she's pulled a muscle in her belly. Well, Stacey, I hope you are okay. I can tell you that I've been pulling muscles left, right, and centre, Stacey, because I don't know if I've mentioned it, but I've been working out.
Never. Did you do the gym?
I've joined a gym, Stacey, and I've been working out. So I've been pulling muscles left, right, and centre, Stacey. So I feel for you. But yeah, I've been on the old weights.
That's not fun.
Bulking up. I don't need to bulk up anymore. I need to slim down. What am I doing? I need someone to write me a plan. Anyway, we're talking your problems. Let's do one more problem, Will, and we'll move on to the second part of the show. We've got loads coming up in today's show, by the way. So stick around till 8 a.m. But Adam from Alaska has been in touch. And they say, there's this girl I've been attracted to for a while, but she was taken. Anyways, she's single now. She confided in me after going through some stuff, and I've been there for her. I want to still be there for her and not take advantage of her or be predatory. What do I do? Will?
I think leave it because you don't want to be a rebound.
Yeah, but you can still be there for her. You know.
You can still be her friend, but don't try anything. Would be my advice.
No, not unless they say that they have feelings for you, Adam, because it could just be like it could just look like you're always being nice just to because you were trying to, and you're quite right. And it's nice that you've been there for her and she's confided in you. That's really lovely. And maybe that friendship will blossom into something more over time. But I wouldn't put any pressure on it. I'd just see where it goes, Adam. Yeah.
I stand by my I think so. Just be a friend. Be there for her. I mean, I'm not the person to be giving you relationship advice, let's be honest. But
why is that, Will?
It's because I've been single for quite a few years now.
Yeah, a few years. Used to date a milkman, we know that.
I used to date a milkman. And I used to date I've never been a rebound though, so
yeah, and maybe it won't be. Listen, some people come out of relationships and get straight in relationships and stay there. So, if Adam, just play it by ear is what I would say. What would Allyson say?
Allyson would say the most important thing is for you to be there for her if she's gonna, if she needs you. But I think, in addition to that, wait for her to make the first moves. If she makes the first move, run with it. But I don't think you should make the first move, Adam. That's my opinion.
There we go. Thank you for getting in touch, Adam. I hope it works out, and I hope you do end up together, because that would be a nice success story, wouldn't it? On the Hayley and Will show.
I love solving people's problems, which is clearly what we do, giving all this expert advice. But it's a shame that we don't often get a follow-up.
Yeah, I'd like to know. Let us know, Adam. 6 months down the line, get in touch with your device and say, we're now married.
Yeah.
I mean, you might.
Thanks to your expert advice, I proposed. She said yes.
There's a reason we don't get follow-ups, Will, and I don't think it's for a good reason. But thank you for sending us your problems today. This is the Hayley and Will show today until 8 a.m. Get in touch, say good morning if you would like to, as Stacey has done, as Tim has done, as Doug has done this morning, and Will as well. Hello. Thank you for joining us. We appreciate it. We're here till 8 a.m. But it's now time for a game.
I love a game. This is one of my favorite games in the show.
It is the 1-star movie review. It's a staple here on the Hayley and Will show this morning. And what's going to happen is we're going to read. What are you laughing at?
No, it's a staple on all the shows that we do.
Every day.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. You wrote the script and you're laughing at it. Anyway, we're going to be talking about films, right? I'm going to read out, or me and Will are going to take it in turns to read out reviews that people have left online for a movie. The thing they have in common is they've all give this movie 1 star out of 5. It could be out of 10 actually, but it's out of 5. They hated this movie that much that they've thought, do you know what? I'm going to take my venom online and write about how much I hated this movie. Give it a 1 star. Now it could be a brilliant movie. It could be an Oscar-winning movie, but there's always someone who hates something, isn't there? Do you like anything popular that everyone else loves but you hate?
Can I? Okay, doesn't really answer your question, but I'm going to talk about it anyway.
Okay.
I'm not that mad about pineapple on pizza?
I don't think many people are, though.
Some people get really up in arms about it.
Do
Like,
they?
if you want to put, yeah, Hayley, where have you been?
Well, I don't know anyone who does like pineapple on pizza. If you do, let us know. If you're eating it this morning for your breakfast and actually, Will, I love it. Let us know. Let us know.
Yeah, ham and pineapple pizza. You know what? I might not order it, but I'm not mad about it.
Mm.
Some people get actually angry about pineapple on pizza.
I mean, this isn't the same thing, but everyone's on at the minute to watch Ted Lasso. Everyone's like, you need to watch it. You need to watch it. And nothing puts me off more than watching something than people telling me to watch it. Like, I probably will watch it, but the more that you say, you need to watch it, you need to watch it, you will love it, puts me off it.
It's like when your mum tells you to clean your room just as you're about to clean your room, and now it's the last thing that you want to do. Do you know what I mean?
No, never.
Well,
Will, does your mum still have to tell you to clean your room when you're 25?
Of course not. My mum wouldn't. You know, it was a general example. It was a
All right, Will.
relatable example, Hayley.
Yeah, relatable because it still happens to you.
That would be the day. That would be the day.
Listen, we're going to read out reviews. We're going to take it in turns to read out reviews from this movie. Everyone who's written a review for this movie has given it 1 star online. And what we would like you to do is guess what you think the movie is from these reviews. You can guess at any point. It costs you absolutely nothing to guess. And that's because you don't win a thing. But I'll tell you what you do win, our respect for making a guess. That's what you do win, isn't it, Will?
It's true. Yeah. Oh,
Yeah,
and we'll send you some good vibes.
I thought you were going to say what we're going to send, Will. Oh, right. Okay. Yeah,
We're going to send you some good vibes.
So I'm going to read out the first review. This is a review that someone left this particular movie online, 1 star. See if you can guess what it is. If you would like to make a guess, the ways to do so, if you are watching on an Echo show, and you can see me doing, I don't know why I went all Mr. Burns then. The command to give to your device is the word say, followed by your guess. Or if you are listening on an audio only Echo, go to backchannel.tv. Or if you're watching on YouTube, just type your comment in the box below. Here we go. First review, 1 star film. What a waste of money. I'm so sorry that I even rented this movie. It was so boring. They spelt that out in capital letters, which is why.
Yeah, and they like spaced it apart.
Boring. I watched half of it and then rewound it and brought it back. I can't see what the big deal about this movie was. The only interesting part was when the plane crashed. That was about it. I'd sure cast this one aside. Biggest clue ever there.
Was it?
Will, yes.
It wasn't a big clue until you said it was a big clue.
I mean, it is a huge clue. I'd sure cast this one aside. I don't recommend it. It's just him on the island trying to get back home. And I'm not sure if he even did. I wouldn't rent this movie because it would put you to sleep. I mean, you did rent the movie. You did. So they said this movie's boring. It's about a plane crash on an island. What could it be? We're going big on the first clue there.
I don't think they're massive clues. Let's list all the movies that have plane crashes in them.
Right. Let's just see, because Tim has guessed, and I'm not going to say because Tim has guessed. Tim, you're completely correct. I'm not going to say what Tim has said, but straight away, Tim was in there because that's how easy the first clue was. If you know it, like Tim, then get involved. I want to see how many people can.
Let us know.
Let's say to Will that this was easy. Right. Okay. Thank you, Tim. Well done. We will tell everyone else who's like, oh, I don't know what it is. We will tell you the answer shortly because we've got 4 more clues and Tim's now sat there going, what am I going to do?
I mean, maybe the other clues will make Tim think, oh, actually, it's not this, it's something else.
I mean, I've told
okay,
you, right.
Here's another 1-star review for this movie, this
Yes.
ambiguous, vague movie that nobody knows what it is. What a waste of time. After you're done watching various FedEx trucks and planes go off into the sunset, you're left with the actor on a deserted island, not able to come up with anything interesting to say or do. After about 30 minutes of island actions in quotation marks, the screenwriters completely ran out of ideas and had to resort to the good old 4 years later trick to get him off the island ASAP.
Okay.
So,
the word island features heavily on there, but what is the film? If, like Tim, you think you know the answer, then get in touch. The command to give to your device is the word say. Producer Will's deep in thought there. I've never actually seen this film. But,
what?
I know.
I
know a
have
lot
it. I'll tell you
it.
about it at the end. I'll tell you about it.
Okay, here we go. Another 1-star review. Make your guesses if you would like to guess what the movie is. It's really obvious. So here we go. Another review. I'm looking forward to Allyson to come back tomorrow so she can read them in a style. Do you want to give me a style to read this and I'll attempt it?
The style is you've spent the last 12 hours commuting you're trying to get to Manchester from Canada. Okay, but when you get to Amsterdam, you find out that your connecting flight is cancelled. So you're stranded in Amsterdam.
Okay. I mean, I'd be quite happy stranded in Amsterdam. It's
There's
beautiful.
worse
Have you
place to be
been?
stranded. No, I haven't.
Honestly, it's so beautiful.
Can we
Anyway.
go?
Yeah, we should go. We should do a live show. Can we claim that back? Right, no, let's look into that.
I think that's the question.
Here we go. Another review, 1 star. The movie is completely bogus. The hero spends the night in the open air with wet clothes. That's the most terrifying part of it. And still survives. Highly improbable. The hero spends 2 days in the sea without getting dehydrated. He drinks dirty water in the cave and leads a healthy life. Someone needs to get a life who's writing this review. Excuse me. He keeps the fire for 2 long years without it getting extinguished. Don't know where he gets sticks for that. Might be doing some miracle. Sorry. So
okay, is this method?
It's not good having a cough at this time of in the world, is it? His wounds healed without giving him much trouble, just by winding his wound by a piece of cloth. What you've done there is you've watched a film that is fictional and you've took it literally. This isn't a true story, is it, this film? Is it?
No.
Okay. So it's a film. Have a little bit of lightheartedness with it.
We talk about this quite a lot, which is this idea of suspended disbelief. Sometimes you just have to remember you're watching a movie. It's fictional. Get on with it. Do
you know what I always think about? But I think this is because I'm a highly anxious person. I'll watch a police film or where there's been like a disaster film. And then, do you know, when the person goes around and gets revenge? And at the end of the film, I always think, how are they going to explain that to the police? And it always bothers me because you never see him explain this messy situations to the police.
Yeah. I bet you're also the kind of person who, like, if you're watching like a superhero movie or something with aliens in it, like who's paying for all of that cleanup? Who's paying for all of the damages?
Yeah, how are they going to explain that? An alien come down? I want to watch that conversation at the end of the film.
Just...
Maybe that should be in the bloopers, them explaining it.
Yeah. You've just knocked down all these skyscrapers in wherever. Who's paid for that? That's not covered. Aliens covered on your insurance?
Yeah, I'd like to see that. I tell you, I'd like to see that called to the insurance company because I've had to deal with insurance before. They don't pay out for anything.
It's like Superheroes 2, the insurance claim.
But what is the film? If, like Tim, you would like to make a guess, then let us know. The hero spends the night in open air with wet clothes and survives. He probably lives in the UK and it's just rainy. That happens to us a lot here in the UK.
Like a Tuesday afternoon.
It's sat on a bus for a couple of hours. But what is the film? There's a plane crash. There's an island. There's a hero who is self-sufficient. But what is the film? Make a guess. The command to give to your device is the word say, or go to backchannel.tv on your phone. Or if you're on YouTube like Tim, you can put your guess in the box below. Final clue, Will.
Can I read it?
Yeah, you read it.
This is another 1-star review for this film. I seriously cannot believe people like this movie. It was 3 hours of the main actor running around in a beard, talking to himself and a volleyball? I'm not one to knock him. God knows he's a wonderful actor. The man could make the phone book seem interesting, just not for 3 hours. Yuck. His talent was squandered on this movie.
Okay, huge clue there. I've not seen it and I know about this clue. A bearded man with a volleyball. Let us know what your guess is. I'll tell you some more hit-fire clues. Bam, bam, bam. Released in the year 2000. It's got 7.8 on IMDb, which is high. I'd watch it based on that rating. It starred Helen Hunt and Tom Hanks, and job applications for FedEx went up by 30% after the release of the film. If, like Tim, you would like to make a guess, then do so now, because we will be revealing the answer in about 10 seconds.
I have to say, it's pretty obvious. Tom Hanks, plane crash, island, volleyball.
I mean, it was obvious from the first clue, as we know, because Tim got it correctly in about 10
Tim got it right
seconds.
3 minutes into this segment. So...
Listen, we'll just tell you, we can tell you that the film, Tim was completely correct because Tim guessed Castaway, and it was Castaway. So congratulations, Tim. Well done, you. You win our badge of honor today. Not a physical badge, but just put a little invisible one on there, Tim. Well done. Give yourself a pat on the back. Completely right. I've not seen it. 3 hours long. I'm very impatient.
It is long. It's good, though.
Why did job applications for FedEx go up by 30%?
Because Tom Hanks is a FedEx executive in it.
And they think, oh, if I join FedEx, I'll get to live on an island for a couple of months.
I don't know. And a lot of the other one-star reviews were like, oh, this is just an advert for FedEx. I'm like, it's not. It's like a really good disaster movie. So if you're into disaster movies, it's definitely worth a watch. It is quite long, though, as you said. And, you know, just at the peak of the drama, I'll try not to spoil it, but just as the peak of the drama, as Tom Hanks is on the island, my sister, who I was watching it with, she goes, oh, can you pause it? I need to take a bath. Elizabeth. I'm trying to watch a movie. Tim says, I wonder if volleyball sales went up as well. I bet they did. I'm sure if they didn't make volleyballs with the face on it, somebody's missing out on something.
I used to be dead good at volleyball. I think it's one of those things that I convinced myself I was good at when I wasn't. I used to think I was good at badminton, and I don't think I was.
That's how I feel about dating.
What, you're good at it?
I think that I'm good at it, but evidently,
no, you've got to have so great. Yeah. If we had a graph, it'd probably be going down. But yeah, I wonder if maybe we could find that out. Did volleyball sales go up? I bet they did. I bet you're completely correct, Tim. While producer Will is looking into the sales of volleyballs, I'm going to talk about the news stories. Thank you for taking part in that. If you did, well done, Tim, for getting it correct. But now it's time. What?
I was going to say, come back tomorrow for another one-star movie review. Apparently, seeing as this one was so obvious, I'm going to pick the most obscure movie. I'm going to pick like a student film from Spain.
Well, listen, Will, one of the clues in that review was I wouldn't cast this aside. The movie's called Castaway.
If you had just like said it and not made a big song and dance about it, nobody would have picked up on it.
I think they would. Tim, let us
cast
know.
Aside is just a saying. People say, oh, I cast it aside all the time.
Right, okay. We'll see.
I'm sorry for getting argumentative.
What's tomorrow's movie?
I don't know. I've not decided yet.
It's going
to be really obscure.
Made in Manhattan, and it'll be something like, I wouldn't make this movie in Manhattan if you... That'll be like one of the clues. Hi, Stacey. Stacey is still with us. Good morning, Stacey. Stacey is in Texas, I believe, which is where our lovely Liv Harrison is from. And she is coming up next here on the show. Not next. We're here till 8 a.m. Don't you worry. But now it is time for the news stories. Are you just looking into volleyball sales, Will?
Yeah, I am. And I've not found the answer yet. But did you know that the volleyball used as a prop in the 2000 film Castaway has been sold at auction for a staggering $308,000?
How much?
308,000.
That is an expensive volleyball.
Very expensive volleyball.
You could easily just get a ball and put a red handprint on it and pretend, couldn't you?
Yes,
did Tom Hanks sign it?
I don't think so. It was just, I know it was the prop from the. Oh, this is a good segment for tomorrow. Expensive movie props.
Let's just workshop it in on air. Let's do that.
That's some good content.
The movie props. I was an extra in the film Alfie. Oh, Stacey, by the way, just said, Hayley, your smile is so bright. You help me feel better. What a lovely thing to say, Stacey. I made up with that. I've got a big thing about teeth, Stacey.
You've got nice teeth.
Thanks. I appreciate that, Will. It's a nice compliment. If, like Stacey, you'd like to give me a compliment, get in touch. It's always appreciated because my partner doesn't give me any anymore, Stacey. 8 years I've been with him, off and on, off for 7. And little joke. So we're talking the news stories this morning. And I was going to tell you a story about when I was on the film Alfie. So Jude Law remade the film Alfie. And I was an extra on it. It was filmed in Manchester in the UK, which is where I used to live. And I was an extra on it, and I had to sit in this cafe, and they'd completely made this New York style cafe from like the 60s, and they had like it was like a fake cafe name, obviously, and they had like little fake matches inside with the cafe name on. Took some of them, didn't I?
Nice, yeah.
The
People
only
are
problem
forever-
is the film wasn't successful, so I can't sell them for anything.
Yeah, it's not worth anything. People they love asking like actors if they stole any of the props from like all the Harry Potter actors. They always ask, "Oh, did you steal your wand? Did you steal anything?" And
They couldn't do that. You can do stuff that you couldn't get away with. I mean, they can't steal a Nimbus 2000, can you?
no. Oh, I saw the troll from the dungeon. You know what I mean?
It's not
Massive.
I've got Dobby in my loft.
Yeah.
But there we go. We're going to talk the news stories now. If you've seen a fun news story and you'd like us to chat about it, let us know. Let us know. The command to give to your device is the word say, or you can go to backchannel.tv on your phone. But we're talking Taco Bell this morning because there's a story in the edition on CNN.com about Taco Bell selling a $10 monthly taco subscription. So you pay $10 and you can get one taco per day for 30 consecutive days.
I think that's a pretty good deal,
It's pretty good, as Larry David would say. Yeah, 10. So I mean, how much does that work out per day for a taco? My maths is.
Well, I don't know how much. Oh, I know what you mean. But I would spend. Because the thing is, I feel like if I went to Taco Bell every day, I would spend
$10 a day at least.
I would easily spend $10 a day, but 33 cents a day. For taco.
Unreal. Yeah, so Taco Bell is rolling out what is arguably the best subscription service. For $10 a month, Taco Bell customers can get one taco per day for 30 consecutive days, and it's called the Taco Lovers Pass, which makes it sound romantic and not that you're going to have some sort of, what's the word?
Yeah.
Problems with your health after it, but a variety of, it's probably healthy. I always think tacos healthy, but they're not really, are they?
No, I can't. There would no.
But you do feel like you're eating better when you go to Taco Bell. I certainly do. I convince myself, I'm like, well, it's not a McDonald's. Like, I feel like I'm eating healthy because there's lettuce on the tacos and rice.
Because you've seen something green.
Yeah.
You thought, okay, it's healthy.
Yeah, but once a customer subscribes to this, so this $10 taco thing, a special section process with the app is unlocked and customers can add a taco to the cart during the checkout process. So check that out. Apparently, it's happening now. They tested the program in September 2021 in Tucson, Arizona.
Tucson, yeah.
Tucson, Arizona. But there we go. Hopefully, if you live in the States, we can't do it here in the UK. We do have Taco Bells now. They're popping up everywhere.
Yeah.
But
it's good. I like it. I love tacos.
Yeah, I do. Big fan. But there you go. Taco Bell selling a $10 monthly taco subscription. That's cheaper than Netflix.
That is cheaper than Netflix. If you were going to get a $10, so you can pay $10 to anywhere and you can get one thing a day. What do you want?
Oh, that's a good question.
Mine, while you're thinking about it, mine has to be some kind of like caffeine, some kind of coffee subscription thing.
Yeah, I'm big on coffee. Liv said she was testing coffee out on her show yesterday, so I'll have to ask her which one was the best. Because do you know what? So I'm reading a book about habits at the minute and how so I'm going off completely on a different tangent here, but how habits are formed because obviously how our brain is programmed. It says you don't really need caffeine. It's just that you tell yourself this coffee will wake me up in the morning. I was like, yeah, I tell myself that because it does.
But what was the book saying that it's just a placebo?
Mm-hmm. Well, no, obviously caffeine is proven that it works, but it's saying that you can change your mindset because I cannot get up without a coffee. And it's like, no, that is your mindset. So you need to change your mindset with that. But I enjoy it.
For me, it's part of my routine.
Yeah.
Like I know that like just before I sit down to like meet you and Allyson before we start the show, like I have to have coffee because it's part of my routine. And if I don't have it, I get upset because my routine's broken.
But this is how bad habits start because it's always part of your routine, isn't it?
And the part of the routine also is that I just have a little bit of chocolate as well to go with
it.
Really? Because you can't have coffee without some like dark chocolate. So
I mean, you can. Will
no, you can't.
I don't.
Hayley, you can't. All right.
No, if you're drinking a coffee at this moment, we're talking the news stories here. This morning on the Hayley and Will show. And I don't suppose, I mean, it's just on the off chance. I'm just going to put it out there. And I'm sorry to put you on the spot.
It's okay.
I don't suppose you have a news story about an endangered bird, their album going higher than Taylor Swift's album, do you?
Oh my God. Do you mean like an album made entirely of endangered bird sounds that beat Taylor Swift on the top 50 charts?
I do.
It's so funny because I've got an article with that exact headline.
What a coincidence.
I know,
Thanks,
it's almost
Will.
like I put it in the document yesterday. So I think we're in Australia here. This is in the Australian music chart. For most of December, like the people at the top of the chart were like Adele, Ed Sheeran. But then there's one album. It's called Songs of Disappearance, and it was higher on the on the Australian album chart than Taylor Swift. Now, don't get me wrong, I'm not a massive Taylor Swift fan. Her music's fine, but I would never whatever.
How
But
dare you?
this album, Songs of Disappearance, number 3 on the chart.
And so it's just literally bird call.
So this like PhD student, he's like collected all of these like recordings of bird calls from endangered species of birds, and he's put them all together into this album, and it's doing really well.
Do you know what? I don't agree with that because these birds might not. No, but they can't sign a contract saying they want their voice out there.
And where are the royalties?
It's exploiting these birds. That's what it is.
Um,
Where are the royalties? Yeah, that magpie. I mean, magpies aren't endangered; they're everywhere. But do you salute magpies? By the way, if you see them,
No, I don't do that because I'm not weird.
I do it. I do it all the time. I'm very superstitious. If you are superstitious, by the way, let us know what your superstitions are. Because I, mind you, maybe don't because I'll probably start doing it. But I'm a big
pick 'em up.
superstition. If I see a single magpie, which I do a lot when I'm driving, I give it a little salute.
That sounds dangerous.
Yeah, probably not good taking my hands off the wheels to do that.
Yeah.
Which is probably going to cause the danger of seeing one magpie, evens it out. But yeah, so the bird song, it went higher than Taylor Swift. I love Taylor Swift.
Well, not as much as these people love these endangered bird songs. They said that one of them, the golden bowerbird, sounds like a death ray from some cheesy 70s sci-fi series. Like that's the noise that the bird call makes. And the other one, the bird is called the Christmas Island Imperial Pigeon. It's the name of the bird. And the quote
the
from
reason it's endangered because it's getting bullied because it's been given that name.
It's got a name like that. And the guy who put this album together, he said that when people hear the pigeon, they swear that it's a human making silly noises. So,
I mean, I don't know why anyone would want to listen to that in the car. If I'm driving somewhere, I listen to music to like make me feel happy and upbeat.
Yeah.
I don't know if I'd want to listen to a bird sounding like a death ray from the 70s. It's not really.
And a man making silly noises. I think it sounds great. I'm going to listen to it.
I probably will listen to it after this.
Stay tuned tomorrow for my comprehensive review.
Will reviews bird songs. If you've got that album, let us know. Let us know what your favorite track is. I'll tell you what, I love number 7. Is it one of those ones where you skip to it? Check out the bird ray. I've seen a story today. I mentioned it earlier in the show, and this is incredible because a lady has run across New Zealand in under 21 days for a new Guinness World Record. So a British woman living in New Zealand broke a world record when she ran the length of the island in under 21 days. So Emma Timmis, she is 37. She started running on December the 18th in Cape Rengina. I'm saying that wrong. I apologize. Sure. Anyone who's from New Zealand and listening, I apologize for my horrible pronunciation. But she completed her journey. She ran 1,300 miles on Friday when she crossed the finish line. So I mean that's incredible. She's run across the entire length of New Zealand in under 21 days. I mean, I can't do a 5K in 21 days. I'm really struggling at the minute. I'm trying to go running, and I'm not a runner. Very heavy-footed, Will. Very heavy.
We've been talking about trying to do this kind of trend about doing a couch to 5K, but I don't know if it gives you like a time. Like, oh, you can do it in 2 weeks. Give me 2 years. I'm going to need it.
Yeah, I mean, this is incredible. She's run across New Zealand in under 21 days. She's beat the world record. I mean, the only way I would possibly beat a world record for running if there was, say, they said, at the end of it, if you run across New Zealand in 21 days, you can get a house, £1 million, and Brad Pitt. Even then, I'd struggle to do it.
It would be a struggle. If I could break the record for the slowest time to run a mile.
Yeah, I think you've already done that.
Yeah, it's like I don't think I've ever run a mile.
The
So
quickest, I think the quickest
25
time was
years.
Roger Bannister, wasn't it? It's like a famous world record. He run the mile in like under 4 minutes, I believe.
Yeah.
My friend sent me a message. My friend who lives in Australia at the minute, and I was telling her I've started going running now, as I've been telling everyone because I'm intolerable at the minute about
Hmm.
working out. And she sent me a thing, and she'd done a run. Let me find it actually on a machine, and the machine compared how quick her run was to like how old they think she is. And let me see if I can find it to tell you. So it said, so she'd run 5K in 50 minutes. And it said that they reckoned her age group was 65 to 99 years old.
And is this your 99-year-old friend?
No, she's funnily enough, she's in her 30s, but this
Oh.
machine said she'd ran the 5K so slow, they estimated her age at between the ages of 75 and 99.
Wow.
So she was very unhappy with that. But we're talking the news stories this morning here on the Hayley and Will Show. Have you got a news story, Will?
I do. It's about the most expensive property in the US. It's a mega mansion. It's called the One. The name of the house. They've named the house. That's how
I
you know it's
found the
expensive,
one.
because it's a house. I found the one. It's 105,000 square foot mansion.
Okay.
105,000 square foot mansion. It's like kind of near Bel Air, and it's $295 million.
Say what?
So if you've got a spare 200 and almost, let's call it, we'll just round it up to 300. If you've got a spare $300 million lying around and you want to buy Hayley and I a house to live in.
I mean, so I watch, as you know, on this show, I love my reality TV, and I watch Selling Sunsets, where they sell very expensive houses. And I think the most expensive one of Selling Sunsets was like 250 million. And they were like, you're not going to sell it. You're not going to sell it for that much. And like, there was a big argument between two cast members because one of the cast members was like, I want to put it on. He's like, no, because you're going to drag the reputation down because it won't sell. And that is like, yeah. So who lived in there previously? How much did they buy it for?
Well, so I mean, really, the story is that it's been built to be the world's most expensive mansion, and it's so expensive that it kind of bankrupted the guy who built it in the first place. But apparently, he has had some offers. He's had the article says he's got 2 offers, one from an anonymous buyer and one from like a Saudi royal or somebody. So I'm trying to. So yeah, so I mean, hopefully he sells it, because otherwise this guy is it's going to be in hot water.
No one is just a little bit. I mean, it's like I was watching renovation shows as well, and they're like, "Oh, you bought the house for 70,000 UK pounds. How much did you spend on renovations?" Are like 100,000. So they're now, and then they always end up losing money because they spent so much on refurbishments.
And whenever you watch a program, like, so there's this program in the UK, it's called Grand Designs, and it's about people who build their houses.
Like rich
And
people.
at the start, at the start of the program, they always ask them what their budget is, like how much have you budgeted for this project, and then at the end they always ask them, so how much did you spend on it? And never ever ever have they been on budget. Oh, they always spent double at least.
Yeah, it's always insane amounts of money. But I mean, fair play if you're going to buy. And what does this house? Why is it so expensive? Tell me. Is there reasons? Has it got like dual diamond plated sinks? What's the? Why?
It's because it's massive and it's in LA. So land be expensive in LA, but like it's just got everything you could ever like, stuff you don't even want. It's got it. So for example, the lower level has a full service salon equipped with like shampoo stations, like those
How do you
pedicure
live on your
chairs.
own? So you'd have to
or
employ staff.
like let's say so when eventually I'm a multimillionaire,
Yeah, obviously. Yeah.
like me and my husband, we don't need a fully functioning salon in our house, do we?
Well, now, do you know what? I've never ever thought about having a salon in the house, but now you've said it, I want it. Do you know what I mean? It's when you say things, you're like, oh, I wouldn't mind that. What else has it got?
And I mean, it's really gorgeous. Like the view from the the master bedroom has got this gorgeous view of LA. So it'd be a pretty nice, wake up in the morning, go out onto your balcony and look out over LA. It's got a 10,000 square foot like roof kind of area that's like been developed.
Where you can entertain. They always say that. entertaining
for
area.
entertaining, but also with some like mini golf course on the roof,
18 holes.
not on the land, on the roof.
Yeah.
So it also has like a cinema room, which I can definitely get behind. All that kind of stuff. Gorgeous kitchen. 25-foot ceilings.
If you want to buy it, where do they? If you're listening, thinking, do you know what? I've got 300 million to spare. Where do they go to?
Pass. Just, I'm sure if you're worth that much, you can just talk to your people. Go and get your people to find out.
There we go. That was the news stories for today. I'm just off to make a call about a 300 million house. I'm not. Listen, we've got loads coming up. We're here for another hour. We're here till 8 a.m. And Will, should I tell you what's coming up in the next hour of the show?
Could you please?
I will. Coming up in the next hour of the show, the wonderful Allyson Smith's mother, Vicky, will be doing a game of Guess Celebrity. We are going to be talking about the most outrageously expensive items ever purchased. And of course, we end the show on a game of competitive true or false. So stick with us. That's all coming up in the next 2 hours of the show.
You have reached the Hayley and Allyson show with producer Will.
Yes. Speaking of that, so the lady who did that jingle is Allyson June Smith's mother. Her name is Vicky Smith. And because she was so professional doing that jingle and forgetting producer Will's name halfway through, we thought, why not get Vicky involved with a game here on the Hayley and Will show this morning? So Allyson took pictures of celebrities to her mum, just a picture. And Vicky bit out the loop with the old celebrities. She's not sure who they are, so she just described them. Now, Vicky is going to describe a celebrity, and we want you to guess who it is. Now, because Vicky is a little bit vague, we're going to give you a series of 10 clues as well that can help you. So if you would like to make a guess, if at any point you think, I know who the celebrity is, Hayley and Will, and you're screaming it at your device, then let us know here. The command to give your device is the word say, followed by your guess. If you are listening on an audio-only echo, you can go to backchannel.tv on your phone. And while you're there, why not hit the leave a review button? Let us know what you think of Backchannel. And if you are watching on YouTube, just type a comment in the box below. But here we go. So, Will, can you play the clip, please? Who is Vicky describing?
Wow.
Sorry, I cut you off.
Wow, that dress is fantastic. All big sequins. She has lovely blonde, longer hair. Nice smile. Good figure. She's singing. Has a microphone. She's probably a singer.
Who is Vicky describing? Sounds like me. Great figure, blonde hair, microphone in front of her.
We've already established you've got a great smile.
So. Yeah, thank you, Stacey. But who is Allyson June Smith's mother, Vicky, describing? Let's play the clue once more, please.
Wow, that dress is fantastic. All big sequins. She has lovely blonde, longer hair. Nice smile. Good figure. She's singing. Has a microphone. She's probably a singer.
She's
probably a singer.
Probably a singer. She's very observant, is Allison's mum, Vicky. But who is she describing? Listen, if you get it from that, well done, because that is very hard. She's wearing a sparkly dress and she's got blonde hair. But who is the celebrity? We're going to give you a series of clues now to help you out with who Vicky Smith is describing. I can tell you that she is the first female artist to have #1 albums in the UK across 5 decades.
Pretty impressive.
Yeah. Also gives you an idea of how old she is as well.
Yeah.
She's had #1 albums in the UK across 5 different decades. Very, very impressive. But who is the celebrity? Will, give us another clue.
This person has recorded songs in Spanish, Italian, French, Mandarin, Japanese, and German. That's 6 languages, people. She'd be talented.
She is very talented, because I would struggle just with English, to be honest with you. As you can tell sometimes when you listen to this show, I do struggle. But
it's an uphill battle.
Who is the celebrity that Allison's mum described? In 2008, she earned $4 million for a one-night performance. $4 million for a one-night performance at the opening of the Atlantis Hotel in Dubai.
I mean, that's a good fee, isn't it?
Yeah, I mean, sometimes I'm lucky if I get over a 3-figure sum for a gig. I'm like, I'm in the money here.
I've done stuff for like, I'll get you a drink. I'll buy you a drink.
Yeah. Do you know what? Genuinely, I have done that. You laugh. So I'm a stand-up comedian in the UK, if you've just joined us. And sometimes I'll get to a gig and they'll go, we'll pay you with a buffet. And I'm like, what? Like, I'm a serious artiste and I'm getting paid in potato chips.
I mean, it depends what's on the buffet, though. That would be my next
Yeah.
question. Because if it's like mini quiches and those little sausages that you get, then I could get behind that.
Junie has joined us this morning. Good morning, Junie. We are
morning.
playing Guess the Celebrity. If you know who it is, Junie, and would like to make a guess, the command to give to your device is the word say. Allyson June Smith, it's the Hayley and Allyson show. Allyson is flying back from Canada, but she got her lovely mum to tell us what a celebrity looks like. And we're giving you a series of clues to see if you can guess who it is. Play the clue again, if that's all right, Will, once more.
Wow, that dress is fantastic. All big sequins. She has lovely blonde, longer hair. Nice smile. Good figure. She's singing. Has a microphone. She's probably a singer.
But who is Vicky describing? We know she's a singer. No, she has an honorary doctorate of health science from the Anglia Ruskin University. Of course she does. Her handprints feature on Wembley Arena's Square of Fame, and statues of her grace Melbourne Docklands and Sydney Olympic Park. Statues of her in Australia. She's a singer.
Melbourne, Sydney.
Who could it be? Get your
Who could
guesses
that
in.
be?
Get your guesses in. Will, any more clues?
Did you know that she appears in the Guinness Book of World Records for the most consecutive decades with top 5 albums for a female artist in the UK? So,
5
most
decades.
consecutive decades, which we've already established that she was the first artist to have 5 decades of #1 albums. I said that in the wrong order and it confused me. But yeah, 5 decades #1 albums.
We also know she has size 2 feet. She's tiny.
That little.
Yeah, I'm a size 7. I've got big feet, but I wouldn't be able to share shoes with this celebrity. She's a size 2. She's a tiny celebrity. She had a cameo in The Vicar of Dibley, which is a UK show involving Dawn French. She's been a guest judge on Project Runway All Stars and the X Factor UK, as well as appearing on The Voice UK, The Voice Australia, the X Factor Australia, the X Factor Ukraine, and the US Dancing with the Stars. What?
That is a lot of judging, but it sounds like she's the woman to do it.
Yeah. She's a singer. She has statues in Australia. Who could it be? The command to give to your device, if you know who we are talking about, is the word say, followed by your guess, or go to backchannel.tv on your phone. Type your answer in there.
Who could it be?
Who could it be? This is a massive clue now. Like, I'm going to tell you some of her songs. What was that noise, Will? Was that
What
your
noise?
microphone? It's either your stomach or your microphone.
I could well be my stomach.
You're hungry.
I have my overnight oats, though. I have my overnight oats for breakfast.
He's on an overnight oats fashion at the minute, aren't you?
I'm trying to be healthy, but it doesn't hit the spot.
Okay. If you know who the celebrity is, then get involved. So how you do this, how you talk to us here, and I can see that Junie's getting in touch this morning. The command to give to your device, you say the name of your device. We can't say her name. Begins with an A. Followed by the word say, followed by whatever you would like to tell us this morning. So if you think the celebrity is, I don't know, Adele, you'd say the name of your device, say Adele. There you go. That's as easy as that. And I can tell you this celebrity, her songs are, and you'll get it from this, if you're a fan of this celebrity, and even if you're not, her songs are I Can't Get You Out of My Head, The Locomotion, I Should Be So Lucky, and Say Something. Who is the celebrity? That was the last clue there. Get
Cricket
your
songs.
guesses in now. Let's have Allison's mum's clue once more, Will.
Wow, that dress is fantastic. All big sequins. She has lovely blonde, longer hair. Nice smile. Good figure. She's singing. Has a microphone. She's probably a singer.
So we're looking for a blonde woman who's worn a sequin dress. If
It'd
you
be
know who it
terrible.
could be.
Listen, if Alison's mum Jenny had to go to the police, it'd just be like, well, he had his hands out, he had a good
He
body.
was very handsome, rocking bars.
Cracking bad. I can tell you that Tim has guessed the correct answer. We'll give you a few more seconds to see if you would get in. Junie I think Junie's trying to let us know, Junie, who it is. Let us know. Should we reveal? Should we say?
I think tell the people, Hayley.
The singer in question is Kylie Minogue. So well done, Tim. Well done, Tim. You got that right. I went to watch Kylie Minogue in concert and she was incredible.
Was she good? Where was she?
It was in Manchester in the UK, and just amazing show. Just an amazing show. She just looks incredible as well.
Of course she does.
And you just want to pick her up because she's tiny. It's like, oh, I'd love to take her home as a memento from the concert.
What did you bring home? Did you get any merch from the concert? Oh yeah, I brought home Kylie Minogue. How tall is she?
She's like 5 foot or something. Tell us the official stats on that. She's absolutely tiny. Well, I went to watch U2 in concert. Speaking of tiny stars, and Bono is so small that I generally couldn't see him from where I was stood on the crowd. Oh, Tim said he met Kylie in person a couple of years ago. Tim,
oh my goodness,
you should be so lucky. And is she as adorable in person, Tim, as what we think she is? Because I think she is. Because there's a lot of celebs who come across as like nice, and I bet they're not that nice. But I think Kylie is that nice. I think she's adorable.
1.2 meters. Kylie Minogue is.
What's that in feet?
Which in feet is about 5 feet.
Yeah, adorable.
Yeah, about 5'1", which is tiny. Tim said she's lovely. That's amazing.
Yeah,
Who's the most famous you've met, Hayley?
The most famous person. Well, I work a lot with famous comedians, so it's probably a comic. I'm trying to think above a comic. I guess, I mean, I didn't technically meet him, but I was on the set of Alfie, which Jude Law was in.
So yeah, that's twice you've mentioned it in this show.
But so he was in the vicinity where I was stood, and I tell you who else was. She's a brilliant actress, and she was in that film, and I can't think of her name. And she's like really like, Tell me who yours is while I find out the name of this, because it's going.
I've met. So you said you work a lot with some famous comedians. I've had I've produced some celebrity guests on some podcasts that I work on, like Howard Donald, who's from Take That. I met him. He was on one of the podcasts that I do. Gok Wan, who's kind of this. It's like this fashion guru, and he has a cooking show now. I've met him. He was on a podcast that I did. So all through work. I don't have any famous friends, unfortunately.
You know me, Will?
I went to school with this guy called Niall Wilson, who's now an Olympic athlete. I've met some footballers who played on the England team.
Listen, let us know who the most famous celebrity you have met is. Tim there has met Kylie. Can you beat Kylie, Tim? I don't think you can, unless it's Madonna. Does Madonna trump Kylie? We're playing top trumps of celebrity meetups now.
I think Madonna trumps Kylie.
Yeah, Madonna, just for pure famous levels. I also Marissa Tomei is the actress, and you'd know her face if you've seen her because she's been in loads of films across the years. What Women Want, My Cousin Vinny, and she was also in Alfie, and she seemed adorable. So yeah, there you go. They're the sort of celebrities. Like I say, comedians. I tend to be. I work with a lot of famous comics, and they're adorable and lovely. But I guess celeb-wise, I'm trying to think. I met one of the Real Housewives of Cheshire was on my train once. On a train.
Funny. Okay, that's nice. Did you say hello? Did you recognize her?
I didn't. I'll tell you why I seen her. I wasn't meant to see her. She was in first class. Of course she was.
Of course.
I was in your standard class because my star's not on the rise that much. And the coffee machine was broken in the main carriage. So they said you have to go across to first class to get a coffee. So I don't think they were very happy that
I imagine they weren't.
All people were coming in their carriage to get a coffee. But
I was on a train once that was so busy that they were just like, "Oh, you can just go and sit in first class."
And when all those people have paid for first class,
I know, they're raging.
But let us know if you have met a celebrity and would like to tell us who it was. Then the command to give to your device is the word "say" followed by whoever it was. Will, you look deep in thought.
Also, if you're a celebrity and you think that you're really famous, then let us know.
No one.
Say, my name is Madonna.
I don't think she's busy. She's busy being Madonna somewhere.
Madonna. I wonder what Madonna's doing right now.
Sleeping, I guess.
Yeah,
Or she's probably up doing a jog. She's always jogging around Central Park, wasn't she, when she was living in New York?
Yeah, that's true. Or if you were Dolly, you'd be like doing yoga or something. We learned yesterday, making calls.
Making calls. Dolly Parton, we learnt yesterday, gets up at 3 a.m. in the morning. Why? Who knows? We don't care. She's Dolly. She can do what she like. She can do what she like. I don't know why I said it like that. Listen, this is the Hayley and Will show today. We're here till 8 a.m. Get involved with the show. Say hello. Let us know where you are in the world and what you are up to for the rest of the day. Also, stick around because we've got shows here all day on Backchannel, including 2 new shows, which I'll tell you a little bit more about later in the show. But earlier on, Doug said he gets up at 3 a.m. too.
Doug.
Do you, Doug? Doug, can you tell us? Do you get up at 3 a.m. for work, or is it? What other reasons would you get up at 3 a.m. for? To go to the bathroom?
Lunacy. Yes. Then need to pee. Yeah.
I think Doug's at work. I think he gets up and goes to work. I think that's what Doug does.
I might get up for like a snack
at 3 a.m.
Yeah. 3 a.m. snack.
Brilliant. There we go. Why do you get up at 3 a.m.? Let us know. If you're Dolly Parton, she gets up, and we learned that Dolly Parton meditates at 3 a.m.
Yeah.
Yeah, I meditate too, Dolly. I close my eyes and listen to the sound of silence and drip.
Yeah, and sleep.
There we go. So here we go. You can't sleep, Doug? Is that what you said? You can't sleep? Doug. Yeah.
I'll do it.
Listen, we're here, Doug, for you. If you can't sleep, Doug, we are here.
We'll put you to sleep.
We will put you to sleep, yeah. Some people say we're like the Calm app. You just drift off when you listen to us. Tim says he usually gets up at 4 a.m. to exercise.
Who are you people?
4 a.m. to exercise? What kind of exercise are you doing at 4 a.m., Tim? That's fair play to you. I've got a lot of respect for you because... And
to be fair, if you live somewhere hot and you like want to go running or whatever, then you've got to do it in the early hours.
Yeah, fair enough. But thank you for joining us, all you early risers, Doug, Tim, all getting up at the crack of dawn, and you're sticking around for our show, so I do appreciate it.
Yeah. Usually jogging, yeah. It makes sense that these are the people that join us for our very early show.
Yeah, very early, 6 till 8 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. So thank you for joining us, Tim. Thank you for joining us, Doug. We are glad that you get up early and stick around for this show.
Yes, we are.
Earlier in the show, we spoke about the most expensive house that is on sale at the minute in LA for $300 million. So producer Will thought, why don't we do a segment of the show where we're talking about the most outrageously expensive everyday items that have been purchased? I can see Marnie has joined us. Good morning, Marnie. Thank you for joining us. We're talking about everyday expensive items that people have purchased. What's the most expensive thing you've ever bought, producer Will?
Probably my phone, to be honest with you.
Yeah, phones are pretty expensive at the minute, aren't they? Laptops, things like that.
Yeah, well, because it would have been, if I had a car, it would have been my car. A lot of people, when I ask what's the most expensive thing you've ever bought, they say, I bought my car, and that was whatever. But I don't drive, so...
Let us know what the most expensive thing you've bought. If you've spent a lot of money on something, then let us know. Don't worry, we're not going to. I'm actually like, no, I don't want to tell you where my valuables are. But the reason we're asking is because producer Will has sent an article around to the team here on the Hayley and Allyson show from trendhunter.com, and it's listing the 50 most outrageously expensive everyday items.
Some of these are going to make you mad, I think.
Yeah, already I'm getting annoyed because
I can see your blood. I can see your heart rate going up.
It's just expensive for the sake of being expensive, because here there was a £50,000 diamond cocktails.
Sorry, Hayley, we've talked before about like the most expensive sandwich and the most expensive pizza, and it's like tens of thousands of dollars for like the most everyday thing.
Well, so Moscow, you're quite right, has the most expensive cocktail in the world. The cocktail contains 1 to 1.5 carat diamonds. I mean, are you drinking diamonds? Surely not. No. You're not that affluent that you can. And also, that would hurt, wouldn't it?
Can't be good for you.
It's the lucky guest who get the chance to try this ridiculously expensive cocktail. Who would? It comes with a £50,000 price tag. I just don't. I mean, you get to keep the glass. I'd be taking the glass away for that.
Yeah,
I'd be
absolutely.
in my bag. £50,000. I mean, I've sometimes on a night out, I've had a little too much to drink, and I'll purchase a round of shots, and I'll be like, "Oh no, I can't believe I spent that."
Yeah.
Someone is waking up in Moscow going, £50,000 for one cocktail. Let us know what the most expensive thing you have ever purchased is. The command to give to your device is the word say. Or if you're listening on an audio-only Echo, go to backchannel.com on your phone. And while you're there, backchannel.tv on your phone, sorry, I apologise. And while you're there, why not hit the leave a review button? Let us know what you think of Backchannel. I tell you what, we're not as expensive. Well, we're not expensive because I'm looking at this, £3.1 million boots.
No, too much.
Yeah, just a little bit, Will.
Too much.
Face creams are really expensive, and I know that because I purchase face creams, and I'm always like, oh, they're really, really dear, but not as dear as this one. £20,000 for a face cream. You might have heard of it. It's called the Creme de la Mar. Not the creme de la creme, the creme de la mar,
No.
and it's $168 for a bottle of this cream. And you can go the extra mile because you can get a different bottle, and the only difference is the bottle has upgraded its packaging now from $100 to $20,000.
Oh wow!
What packaging? I'd love to know. The packaging is designed by a French jeweler.
Wow, I'd be scared to use it. I wouldn't want to use it.
I'd want a facelift for £20,000. I'm not talking about face cream. I'd want that cream to go on, and I want it to be like Death Becomes Her, where her whole face changes and she looks like
literally. If I don't see miracles happening within seconds, I'm taking it back. This is going to make you really mad. Tiffany, you know Tiffany and Co.
Yes.
They have a collection of everyday objects. Okay, so take for example this clothes peg. This a simple clothes peg here. $550, please. Everyday sterling silver clothespin. $550.
So a clothespin, if you're watching on an audio or you're listening on an audio and a Echo, it's a peg that you put your washing out on the line with, and they've made it sterling silver and are charging $550 for it.
Yeah,
I mean, it's absolutely, it's hideous wealth, that, isn't it?
And you can't just get what you can hang one sock up with one peg. So if you want to hang up like a t-shirt, you need at least two.
I don't think you're wearing socks if you're paying £500 for a peg.
Do rich people not wear socks?
You can't afford socks when you're paying £500. Paper cups, $165. I mean, bone china paper cups. I mean, do you have to throw them away? Do you recycle them after a use?
I mean, if they're china, surely you can reuse them. These ones are my favorite, though. This is a tin can for $1,135.
I'm getting so mad.
A serving sterling silver tin can.
If you've got that much money, I mean, donate it to a charity. Don't be buying a silver can for $1,135.
What are you going to do with it? It's a coffee can for $1,600. Why? They've put daisies in it. Get a vase.
I remember when
like
Tiffany used to just be like for nice jewelry, but now you can buy a sterling silver peg for a couple of dollars. Let us know what the most expensive thing you've ever purchased is, or if you've spent money and you regret it. I mean, I can't see people spending money on these sort of things here. I'd
love to know how many of these things that Tiffany have sold.
Do you know what I worry about? Like when the most expensive thing, like you say, Will, is I've probably bought is like a mobile phone, and I don't have insurance on it, and I'm so terrified. So I'm like, oh no, my phone's going to break. I can't afford a new one. Marnie said I went to one of those self-cooking places and spent $250 for two people. What?
Yeah. Let me tell you.
And you've got to cook it yourself as well. That's the insult to injury, isn't it?
I really struggle with those sushi restaurants where you just take the plates off the conveyor belt.
Yes, yeah.
And then it all adds up at the end. Because let me tell you, I'm hungry all the time and I can eat like a ape.
Do you know when they say if there's no dollar sign next to the menu, like you can't, if you've got to ask how much it is, they say you can't afford it. Yeah. And I say to that, well, I won't tell you how much I'll be tipping at the end, which is zero. If you're not going to tell me the price, I'm not going to leave you a tip. I mean, I can't afford to. I mean, that's incredible. And what did you cook, Marnie, for $250?
Well, yeah, what'd you have?
I presume it's some sort of meat on a skillet because it's one of those hot places.
Yeah. Or you can get the ones where you like dip it in the hot broth and it like cooks it like I can't remember what they're called. But
I'd be so annoyed if I had to cook it myself and I'm paying $250.
I mean, speaking of food, my graduation present was dinner at a Michelin star restaurant in Chester, and that was expensive, but it was, tell you what, it was bougie and it was worth it, I think. I mean, I didn't pay for it, so of course I think it was worth
Yeah,
it.
of course you think it was
But
worth it. It was free. Marnie's got in touch. She said it was in the broth. I was like,
yeah,
I don't even eat beef. It was like chicken in the broth with a shrimp.
yeah,
I mean, fair play. But Marnie, if you ever want to pay for me to go out for dinner with you, I will happily take you up on it. If you'd like
let's
to cook.
go.
I mean, I'm a vegetarian, Marnie. I'm a terrible dinner guest. Awful. But producer Will's a little bit better than me. Should we play a game, actually, Will? Should we have a game of true or false?
Should we?
I think we should.
Okay, let's do it. True or false, I think is my favorite part of the show, and I do understand that I've said that twice already.
It is competitive, true or false, and it's competitive because I make it that way. I love to win. Thank you for joining us. If you are, now is the moment we would most want you to get involved, because I need all the help I can get to win, because I lost yesterday and it set me up really badly for the day. So what's going to happen is myself and producer Will are going to take it in turns to ask each other a very simple true or false question. If you think you know the answer, the command to give to your device is the word say, followed by your guess. Or if you're watching on it or listening on an audio only echo, go to backchannel.tv. So Doug, Marnie, Tim, if you're still with us, I'd need you all to assemble and help me out on this. You can help Will if you want. It's just a game at the end of the day. So producer Will,
Hello.
I'm going to ask you the first question.
Okay.
Are you ready?
I am ready.
Okay. There are a total of
Mhm.
202 bones in the human body. There are a total of 202 bones in the human body. Is that true or is it false? If you know your bones, let us know.
Well, so there's the femur, there's the
Don't name them.
skull,
It's 200. If there are 202, Will, that's going to take us well over into Liv's time.
fibula, and the tibula. They're
That's a
all the
little
ones that I
rhyme,
know.
isn't there? A fibula, tibula,
I don't
them
know.
bones,
So,
them bones.
I mean, I've named 4, and
Yeah.
now I can't think of any more.
I mean, it's definitely
So,
more than 4, Will. I can tell you that. But
okay.
are there 202 bones in the human body? Tim said he thinks it's true. What do
Okay.
you
It
think?
sounds about right. I know 200 and some sounds about right. So I have no reason to believe that it's not 202. Doug said yes. Oh, Marty says it's 206. There's a song I do it with my students.
I wonder what the
no.
song is. And I presume medical students, are they, Marnie, or like high school students? Catchy song, but is Marnie correct? I mean, I'm
don't
guessing
know.
she is, because if she's a teacher,
She sounds
and
like an
she's
expert.
teaching, yeah, I would go with the expert. Tim thinks it's true. Doug thinks it's true. Marnie says they're 206. But the question was, there are a total of 202 bones in the human body. True or false? Will, I need your answer.
Well,
Who are you going with?
Marnie says there's a song. She says that she teaches it to a student. So I'm going to have to go with Marnie and go with false. Because there's actually 206, not 202. I had to think about that for a second.
Yeah, Marnie, completely correct. Of course you are. You're doing it in a song. You're teaching students. There are 206 bones in the human body. And I would love to know that song. Let us know. Is it on Spotify? Can we listen to it later?
Could you release it, please?
Can you release it, Marnie, featuring her students, number 1. But well done, Marnie. You've helped Will out there. That was completely correct. 206 bones. I've never broke a bone, you know.
I've broken 3.
Which ones have you broke?
My clavicle. I didn't even say clavicle in my thing. I've broken my arm, and I've broken my toe, my big toe.
Quite clumsy.
Very accident prone.
Yeah.
Very clumsy.
But we are playing true or false. Will, have you got a question for me?
Hayley, only female ducks quack.
Marnie, please tell me you have a song about female ducks quacking that you teach your students, because I have no idea. I think it's false, because all ducks quack, surely.
Is that true?
I think that's false. It'd be ironic if it's just the females talking, wouldn't it? When usually males are the ones that are most vocal. Marnie said, I wish I had a song. Doug, Tim, if you're still with us, do you know the answer? Only female ducks quack? I think that's false.
Yeah, Marnie says she thinks it's false as well.
Yeah. Let's have a look. Let's see if our lovely Doug and Tim are still with us.
Why would only female ducks quack?
I mean, we do have a lot to talk about. So I can imagine We can imagine in the duck world. Maybe it's just that the male ducks don't get a chance to speak.
Oh yeah, maybe they're quacking to like shut 'em up. Do you know what I mean?
Oh, Tim said, I think that's true. Isn't that how they communicate?
Whoa.
Hmm.
But the boy ducks need to communicate too.
All right, Will. But the boy ducks, yeah.
Boy
Oh,
ducks.
so Tim's usually spot on with things.
Tim
Doug,
do be smart.
are you still with us? Do you know, Doug? The only female ducks quack. Is that true or is it false? I can see Chanel has joined us. You're joined us on a game of true or false. If you know the answer and you are watching on an Echo show, the command to give to your device is the word say, followed by your answer, like Marnie has done. If you are listening on an audio only Echo, if you go to backchannel.tv, you can type your guess in there, or if you're watching on YouTube like Tim, just type your answer in the comments box below. So the question was, only female ducks quack. Oh, Tim said sorry, he thinks it's false. Oh, okay. Right, I'm going to go. Marnie said she thinks it's false. Tim said he thinks it's false. I'm going to go with both of those because I don't have a clue. I think I did initially was leaning towards false. Will.
Well, I'm sorry, team, but it is actually true. Apparently, only the female ducks quack.
I don't believe it. I think
Okay.
males are. I did not know that. I just thought they'd be able to, well, how do they chat the female ducks up?
I don't, you know what? If I knew about duck courtship, if you're a duck expert, and I'm not talking the crispy kind, then get in touch with the show.
The female ducks are like, oh, he's the quiet, silent type. It's like literally.
Well, yeah, because
Marnie had said, wouldn't it be nice if that was true of humans? Oh, I wish, Marnie.
Mm.
Producer Will could do with bringing down a peck or two. Anyway, we're playing true or false, and we do actually need you to speak for this, Will. Because,
okay, thanks.
Here we go. Astrophobia is the fear of lightning. Sorry. Astrophobia is the fear of lightning. Is that true or is it false?
Astrophobia. Okay, initial off the bat, here's what I'm thinking. Team, please let me know what you think, because I might be completely barking up the wrong tree. Like Astra, as in like astronomy, like comes from the sky, like lightning does. Anybody on the same page with me? Let me know what you think.
Let producer Will know what you think. The question was, astrophobia is the fear of lightning. But is that true or is it false? Get in touch. The command to give to your device is the word say. If you're watching on an Echo show, the name of your device followed by the word say, followed by your guess, or go to backchannel.tv on your phone if you're on an audio only Echo.
I get it though. It do be scary, lightning. It's like
it's terrifying.
Loud, it's flashy. I remember a big thunderstorm on my birthday one year. I was in primary school. I love a thunderstorm. I don't have, if astrophobia is the fear of lightning, I don't have it. I like a good thunderstorm.
I like it when I'm in the house. I
yeah,
mean, that's the only time. Yeah, I like listening to it. Sometimes my partner gets really annoyed because I'll listen to the sounds of rain and thunder when I'm going to sleep because it helps me sleep.
Yeah.
And he's like, every day I wake up and think that we're in a thunderstorm because you listen to that. Doug has said he thinks that's true. Thank you, Doug, for getting in touch.
I think it's true as well, Doug.
Will thinks it's true. Are we going to go true?
Let's go with true. I'm calling it.
Will is finalising that answer. The question was, astrophobia is the fear of lightning. Producer Will said he thinks it's true, and our lovely Doug says he thinks it's true. And I can tell you, you are both. Oh, Tim said he thinks it's false, but today seems to be the opposite day. And Tim, yeah, it's actually true, Tim. I know it is weird.
Oh my goodness!
Astrophobia is the fear of lightning. So well done, Doug. Well done, producer Will. And Tim, you're completely right. I would have said false as well. There we go. That's the name of the game. It's sometimes we think what we think is not the answer. But thank you for guessing. Let's have another question for me.
Okay. Hayley, the name Australia means southern land. The name Australia means southern land. Is that true or is that false?
Marnie, do you teach geography to your students? Not that this is geography, this is more to do with language, isn't it? Linguistics. The name Australia means southern land. Tim, do you know this? Doug, are you still with us? Let us know. I have no idea, you know.
Australia.
Yeah, that hasn't helped.
Oh, okay. I thought it would.
No,
Sorry.
Thanks. Thanks. That's the reason why male ducks don't speak, because they know women. Will. I'm tempted to go true, but the last couple of answers have been all true. So I know on that reasoning, I'm thinking
I can't do
false.
that. Don't do that.
Yeah, I'm thinking it's false only because the first three questions have all been true. So I'm thinking I'm just. I mean, it's really cheeky of me, but I'm thinking I'm going to go false just for that. I only teach second grade. No linguistics said. Linguistics says Marnie.
Isn't that a type of pasta?
Linguini. Thank you, Marnie. Though I appreciate you telling me that. I bet you're a great teacher. I bet she's a fun teacher.
Marnie, can I be in your second grade class?
Mm.
I could do with some basic maths.
We could do with a lot. We could do with a lot of basic linguistics on this show, Marnie. But here we go. Doug said it's false. Thank you, Doug. I'm tempted to go false as well. The name Australia means southern land. Doug thinks it's false. I'm waiting for Tim to have a little cheeky answer because I think there's a little delay, isn't there, on the old YouTube? So we'll just wait a couple of seconds.
Have you been
to Australia? No, never been. I'd like to. A lot of my friends have been. A lot of my friends live there now. There's
my best friend. She moved to Australia to like live with her girlfriend. I'm like, what about me? He's leaving me.
Australia will.
Yeah, I know. Australia to be with the love of my life, or live in Reading, North Wales. That's still not even that close to Will because he lives in Yorkshire.
Well, there we go. What is the answer? I can only drag this out so much longer. The name Australia means southern land. I think I'm going to stick with false. Doug says it's false. Got a lot of respect for Doug. So let's go. False.
Okay.
Oh, Tim has said true. Oh, no, Tim. Oh.
No, he didn't say true. He said true?
He's put a little question mark. True. Okay, I'm going to stick with false. Let's go, Doug. Let's go, Hayley. Let's go false.
It's true. No. The name Australia does mean, so I told you, Australia. I don't know. That doesn't mean anything. I'm just saying it like that. Well
done, Tim. Got that correct. And Doug, do you know what, Doug? I was feeling the same anyway. I instantly thought false. So there we go. If you've just joined us, I can see there's a few more jumping on the stream. We are playing true or false. It's competitive because I make it that way. But I'm not doing too good today. It's because Will writes a question, so he knows the answers. But listen, if you'd like to join in, like Tim, Doug, and Marnie this morning, and then the command to give your device is the word say, followed by your guess if you're watching on an Echo show. If you're listening on an audio-only Echo, go to backchannel.tv on your phone. Or if you're on YouTube, just type in the box below. So here we go. True or false for you, Will?
Okay, come on. I'll go for 3.
The musical instruction allegro means quick.
Oh, that's hard.
I know this.
Do you? It's because you have a degree in
contemporary arts.
Contemporary arts. Is that why you know it?
I used to no, I didn't learn anything on that degree. It was a sugar paper degree. That.
Well, I used to play the French horn.
Of course you did. Still play some weekends, don't you? The musical instruction allegro means quick. But did you learn that in your French horn days?
I mean, there was a time when I would have known this for sure, for certain, but it's been a long time. Allegro. It sounds fast. Marnie says yes. Marnie thinks it's true. Allegro.
Don't do the accent again.
Okay.
Is that true or is it false? Marnie says it's true. My daughter plays the clarinet.
Does she play it allegro or does she play it slowly?
No allegro. That is the question, as Shakespeare once famously said. I mean, I think she's been pretty spot on this morning. Tim said it's false. Marnie says it's true.
Marnie's been Doug thinks it's true as well. And Tim, I mean, thank you so much for being here. You're a very smart man. You know a lot, but I don't think you're on form today, Tim. So I'm sorry, but I'm going to have to side with Doug and Marnie. I'm going true. I think allegro means fast.
And I can tell you.
Yeah.
That is true. It is true. And I didn't
like
know
it
that
when I'm winning.
Because I used to, now you know how it feels for once.
In my life.
I used to play the cornet. I was terrible. Is your daughter good though, Marnie? Because that's one thing, is it? When your kids learn an instrument, it can be torture. Because I used to play the trumpet, and I was shocking. And I used to think I was good, and my poor mum, would just be like flinching in the living room, like, "Why don't you go and play outside in the garden? It's raining. It's thunder and lightning, mum." But yes, well done, Marnie. Well done, Doug, and Tim. Commiserations. I know it's a tough one today, Tim. I'm with you. Because me and Tim are usually on the ball, and we're struggling a bit today.
It's a Tuesday. It's a bad day for true and false on Tuesdays. Okay, I'm confident that you're going to know this next one.
Okay.
Though. Little Gem is a variety of apple. Little Gem is a variety of apple.
Marnie's got in touch. She said she's pretty good. When she first started playing, she sounded like a dog.
That is very funny.
Yeah, I'm glad that she's got good quickly, because it is honestly torture. So I'm glad that she's good, because I know it's horrendous.
Yeah, Tim says he'll always have Kylie, and that is true. And Tim, you got Castaway within the first 3 minutes of the game. Yeah. So I don't think you're having too much of a bad day. I wouldn't worry about it.
No, he got Kylie right. He got Castaway right. Give the man a break. And he's met Kylie. You're the biggest winner of all time.
That's true.
But yes, thank you, Marnie, and thank you, Doug. But what's the question? I forgot the question. What year is it?
It's okay. I'm Will. You're playing true or false. Okay. Is Little Gem a variety of apple?
No, I don't think it is, because there's Pink Ladies, there's Brett. I've never heard of Little Gem.
Little Gem. It does sound pretty cute, though.
Sounds like a rapper.
Gem apple.
Brayburn, Pink Lady.
I love an apple.
Do you? Oh, can't.
Just to bring you back to me again. I grated an apple and I added it in my overnight oats this morning.
Great story. I'm glad you saved that for the end, when we've got the most listeners. They really want to stick around for that kind of content. Let us know if you like grated apple. Doug says that's false. Yeah, I think false as well, Doug. I'm going false. I don't think there is a Little Gem.
Okay. Do you want me to tell you?
Hang on. Marnie, do you teach about fruits? Tim, did you meet Kylie and she was eating a Little Gem apple? Let us know. Let us know. I think I'm going to go false. I thought false anyway. Doug's saying false. Marnie said, just because I'm a teacher doesn't mean I know about apples. You get brought teacher. Oh no, doctors get brought apples. An apple a day keeps the doctor away, not the teacher. Tim is saying true. I'm going to go false, because I initially thought false. Doug's saying false. Okay. False.
Okay. Well, I can tell you that a Little Gem, in fact, is not a variety of apple. It is false. You were correct. You've scored your first point of the game.
I mean, it's very late in the day for that.
I know.
Also,
Little Gem is actually a type of lettuce, if anybody's interested.
Yeah, there we go. Little Gem lettuce. Thank you, Doug. Tim, yeah, I don't know what's going on. Also, by the way, I'm on an Echo show. I just clapped my hands and seen how much of a bingo wing I had on my arm. Really upset me. I'm going to go to the gym after this. Don't do it, cheeky.
I meant, as in, don't look at it. Don't.
Doug said you're welcome. Thank you, Doug. Let's do one more question, Will. One or two more questions.
Okay.
However many it's going to take for me to win. 10 by this rate.
Okay.
Sorry, I've lost my questions. The South American dish. Oh, you'll know this because you like cooking. The South American dish. I don't even know how to pronounce this. Ceviche.
Okay, ceviche, yeah.
Yeah, it's ceviche. So you know what it is already. Brilliant.
Another word.
The South American dish, ceviche, is made from clotted, unpasteurized cream. But is that true or is it false? The South American dish, ceviche, is made from clotted, unpasteurized cream. That sounds horrible.
Ceviche. I don't think... I mean, I know the word ceviche. I think it's quite fancy, though. I think it's quite like a posh thing to have.
Marnie is off to work. I presume you're off to work, aren't you? She said, thanks for making me laugh. Have a great day. You have a great day, Marnie. Thank you for taking part. We really do appreciate it. You are an absolute joy, Marnie. Have a lovely day.
Thanks for helping me win. Ceviche, I've certainly never eaten it. Clotted, unpasteurized cream. I mean...
It sounds horrible, doesn't it?
I don't know. You've had like clotted cream is nice though on like
Oh,
scones.
I
Very
love it.
British.
Love it. Love it on a scone. The question was, if you just joined us, the South American dish, ceviche, is made from clotted, unpasteurized cream. But is that true or is it false?
Oh, this is a tough one.
It is a tough
Ceviche.
one.
I'm trying to think about like what context I've heard it in. Like, oh, I'm gonna ceviche this aubergine.
I don't
I
think
don't
that.
know.
No, I don't think that's a thing. I'm going to ceviche this. Do you know?
Okay.
Doug
If you've
Finn-
got it, I'm really struggling with this one.
Yeah.
So if you've got
I mean,
any
you're
ideas,
winning anyway. I mean,
know.
Doug's been pretty on the ball today. Doug, are you still with us? Do you know the answer to this? Tim, what are we thinking? Tim's too busy thinking about how great Kylie Minogue is. He's like, she is.
That's what I'd be thinking
And
about
she
too.
is.
Doug thinks it's false. I don't know. I've got no reason to believe that it's true or false. So,
Tim's saying, I will say true. Is that for this answer or was that the last one? Sorry, it was the last one, wasn't it? Sorry, Tim, I'm reading the wrong one out.
oh my goodness.
Right, Will, I'm going to need your answer.
Okay, well then I'm going to go with Doug and I'm going to say false. I'm taking Doug's lead on this one. I'm saying false. I don't know what it is, but I don't think it's made from clotted unpasteurized ice cream.
Okay, the question was, the South American dish, ceviche, is made from clotted, unpasteurized cream. Tim says it sounds like a drink. Doug says it's false. Will said it's false. And it is false. Listen to this. It's actually marinated raw fish.
Oh, of course it is. Yeah. Because it's got like they marinate it in like a citric acid, like lemon juice or something, so it like cures it. Okay, that's weird. I'll give you another question.
Well done, Doug. Well done, Tim. Doug said I looked it up. Doug.
Thanks, Doug. You checked in the post. Okay, I'm going to skip a couple of questions. The collective, Hayley.
Yes.
The collective noun for apes is a shrewdness.
A what?
A shrewdness.
A shrewdness.
A shrewdness of apes. Is that what it's called?
I mean, the shrewdness of Planet of the Apes wouldn't have the same ring if it was the shrewdness of the apes, would it?
It's not quite, doesn't quite have the same ring to it.
I've never heard of that. I know like what a collective of hyenas is. It's a giggle, isn't it?
Or like a school of fish.
School of fish. A shrewdness.
Yeah.
Of apes. Doug, get on Google. Tim, do you know? Let me know. I have no idea on this. It's one of those ones like nothing is making me go, oh, it's definitely that or it's definitely this. Tim said a murder of crows. Yes.
Yeah, just like that.
I'm tempted to go true just because, see, a murder of crows is like, you wouldn't have guessed that, would you, if you didn't know it? Shrewdness. I don't know why shrewdness, though. I'm just talking until more answers come in. Tim says it doesn't sound true, though. Yeah.
Well, if it's not a shrewdness, what would it be? Well, like, what would you call a collective noun?
A great bunch. A great bunch.
Just like, whoa, look at all those apes.
Yeah.
Holy smokes. That's a lot of apes.
Apples of apes. I don't know.
That's nonsense, Hayley.
A giggle of crow. Oh, a giggle of hyenas. Okay. Tim's saying true, but I'm actually going to go false because I didn't think false initially. I mean, I've been wrong all day today. How many have I got right? One.
One.
Oh my days. Doug says false. I was thinking false. I'm trusting Doug because he's got the internet behind him. So let's go false, Doug.
Okay. It's true.
Tim!
It is a shrewdness of apes.
Tim, you were completely correct. Oh, no, you said that doesn't sound true, though. You said it doesn't sound true. And Doug said
all
false.
wrong.
And I was wrong. We're all wrong. Listen, at least we're all in the same club, Tim and Doug.
A shrewdness of apes.
Say shrewdness again.
Shrewdness.
You sound like Sean Connery.
Look at the shrewdness of apes, eh?
There you go. Should we just do one more? Let's do one more.
Yeah, okay.
Because, I mean, you're on a roll. You may as well do one more. And then we end the show on a fun fact of the day.
If I get this one right, that means I've got 5 right. And that's pretty good.
Pretty good and smug. So, South America is larger than Antarctica, but is that true or is it false? South America is larger than Antarctica. True or false, Will?
All of South America is larger than Antarctica. Antarctica?
Yes, that was the question. South America is larger than Antarctica. Please do not country shame. Not fat
No.
shaming these countries.
It's not about how big your country is.
I hope no one's texting you the answers to this, Will.
There's certainly not.
South America is larger than Antarctica.
Antarctica's massive. Antarctica's huge. It's like the whole bottom part of the planet. Says
What
I.
was
I wish
saying-
Marnie was still here. I bet she would know.
She teaches it. Tim is saying false. Tim is straight in there. Not got a fact, so Tim is. I think he's quite sure on this one.
Yeah, he sounds pretty confident. That full stop is giving me a lot of authority.
Mm.
Doug says it's true, though. Doug said yes, which I assume means true.
Who you gonna go with, Will?
Can you tell me the question again?
South America is larger than Antarctica.
South
Sure.
America is larger than Antarctica. No way. Antarctica's huge. Antarctica's the biggest continent.
So,
Maybe.
what are you saying? True or false?
So I'm sorry, Doug, but I'm going to side with Tim, and I'm going with false.
It's true.
Oh no!
Yes, it was true. Well done, Tim. Tim says he's
I'm
been wrong
wrong every time. Well, you know what, Tim.
But listen, Tim, you're a winner in our eyes every day. And well done, Doug, today. He's been absolutely killing it. So well done to Tim, well done to Doug, and thank you for Marnie for getting in touch and playing the game there. Producer Will wins again. He does write the questions, though. So all I'm
Yeah,
saying
I
is,
do have a
there
bit
was
of an
an
unfair advantage.
listen, it's almost time for the end of the show, but stick around because the wonderful Liv Harrison is up next. Then producer Will is back with Kate Cocker at 9 till 10 a.m. And that 12 till 10 a.m. till 12, Jam and Rennie are going to be here. That's a brand new show, so check them out. 12 till 2, Anthony Davis is here. At 2 till 4, your pal Hal with Hal Rudnick. And at 4 till 6, another brand new show with Mario Smith. So stick around, check out all those shows. If you would like to leave a review and let us know what you think of Backchannel, go to backchannel.tv and hit the leave a review button. Yeah, thank you for getting in touch.
Doug said it's a good thing I have to leave devices. Doug, thank you so much for helping out in True or False today. And for being here from the start. Doug, you're here all the time and it's great and we love you.
He's an
Thank you very
OG,
much.
as is Tim, so we do appreciate you sticking around, coming back every day. You do genuinely make this a lot of fun for us here. But we like to end the show on a fun fact that you can go away and tell your friends, tell whoever will listen to you.
Yeah.
Because not many people will listen to this.
No.
So today's fun fact, and my device is dying, so can you just...
I can. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to tell you the fact, and then I want you and you, the listener, to tell me how fun you think this fact is. Because sometimes we call them fun facts, and I think they're just more fact than they are fun. Okay, here we go.
Here we go.
Fortune telling is illegal in the state of Maryland. Fortune telling is illegal in the state of Maryland.
Do we know why that
Maryland.
is?
No, we don't.
I presume it's because they don't believe it. They think it's like some people don't believe that fortune. I'm big on my fortunes.
You get your fortune for loads.
Yeah, I haven't had for a while, but last time I went, I've told this on the show before, so apologies if you've heard it, but this is horrific. So I went to see this woman when I was in my 20s, and as I was leaving, she went, "They want me to give you a hug, and they want you to know." No, they want you to know that you are loved. And she hugged me. And then as I'm leaving, she went, "You are loved." And I genuinely, all the way home, was like, I'm going to die. I'm going to die soon. And what has she seen?
This might be a personal question, Hayley, so by all means, feel free to not answer it.
Mm.
But did you have any reason to believe that you weren't loved at that time in your life?
No. But then I did. Then I was like questioning everything.
Why did they want me to know that? Also, who are they?
Yeah, but she only charged a couple of dollars for the reading, so that was probably why.
Yeah, okay.
But,
do you know anybody?
And also, she
who
read
does it?
with. Yes, I do actually. In fact, maybe we should get her on. There's a comedian.
Please, can we? Because I'd love to have mine done. I'd love to have my cards read or something.
We'll get her on because she's a funny woman as well. She's a comedian called Lou Conran, and she does tarot readings. And weirdly, she sort of guessed when I was pregnant. I didn't know I was pregnant at the time, and she sort of guessed that through her reading. So, maybe we'll get her on the show. She's a funny lady as well. But
I'd love that. Let's do it.
we'll get her on. Maybe we'll do some readings for you. They're not accurate. Sometimes people say they might not be real, but let us know if you've had your fortune told. We'll be back tomorrow at 6 till 8 a.m. with our lovely Allyson. She should be
Ali's back tomorrow.
Hey, yes, so that'll be exciting. Thank you to everyone who's took part today. Big thanks to Tim and to Doug, especially for being original members of the Hayley and Allyson show and taking part with us most days. We appreciate it. And stick around for Liv Harrison. She's next. She's an absolute tonic. So stick around for her, and we'll be here. But tomorrow, won't we? Will.
Yeah, we will.
Good.
Sorry, I tried to click this button and it's not good, and it's not working. So
brilliant.
Click this button instead.
All
right.
Take care. Bye bye. See you
Thanks,
tomorrow.
everybody.